Alrighty folks, we're back at her. We are going to... What are we doing this round? I guess I'm going to pull that off so that we can drill those holes, get that thing mounted properly, get those braces done behind there. That's a win. We do have to get that pedal assembly out anyways to re-weld some stuff. We're going to finish up these motor mounts, get them all tidied up and welded in place. We should prep and paint under here, and then I'm gonna go see in the shed if I have parts for the rear brakes. I'm pretty sure I have everything. If I don't, because I haven't got on the ball there to try to order anything, then I'll have to just order stuff. But I feel like I have everything, but hey, I don't know for sure. But it'd be nice to get that done and button up the brakes in the back. Anyways, I guess first things first, we're just going to pull this junk off and get that drilled and bolted in place. It'd be really nice if I can get that off, get behind there and tack it so I have like a nut and a washer there. But if I have to, I can put everything to the face of it and then go inside and then bolt it in that way. I would rather the later because it'd be easier to do, but it might not work out for me. So, because I think there's limited space. And I can't get behind her to weld to zap stuff, so we might have to do it the one way. Whatever. Alright, let's get going. Alright, put some paint on there. We fully welded this thing up. Not even bothering to clean it up because you can't see it. Well, some of it. Didn't do any paint here because this is where we're going to have to make our strut rods from, so that's not a big deal. I think next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull all these brake lines off, and I'm going to just start fabbing up some, we're going to plate into here, so this encapsulates, or however I want to say it. Basically this thing's going to close up to the top of this mount. We're going to finish it up. My roundabout way of saying that. We'll probably make some kind of a gusset coming down into here yet. Do that on both sides, and then I guess clean up a few things in here, and we can start getting this thing wire brushed and get some paint on it. first things first, we are just going to loosey-goosey try to give us a measurement off of somewhere here to make sure my steering is straight. Hopefully my steering wheel's straight. Well, with my goofy measurements, whatever I'm doing, it's as close as I can get. So I think the wheels are pointed straight now. So now we're just going to see how out to lunch my steering wheel is. Oh, I need two hands for this. I gotta fix this bottom fender. There we go. Oh, we're not too bad. We're that much out. So, what I gotta do inside here, oh, mint, because you can see the one weld here. Oh, let me get through here. So you can see here, I just tacked these ends. This one's even a littler tack. I'm gonna bust that. So hopefully we can spin this shaft, get the steering wheel straight, we'll zap it in, and then we can just burn this thing like nobody's business. I also have to get this brake switch off. Well, I'll save the switch if it's still good, but we got to get these wires and we're going to funnel them into the car so we can hook them up to their new brake switch at some point. And then we're not using the voltage regulator, so we're going to get rid of some of this. This is a horn button, so we'll keep these powered together. One of these doesn't matter. Yada yada. We'll just get rid of some stuff, make that all work. Stuff on the firewall doesn't bother me. It's over here. We're just going to clean up and brush up. This stuff, we want to get this old battery box off, so I'll get these mounts and this off, and then we can clean this up and get some paint on it. Oh, it's very close. But anyways, I want to get the steering first squared up, and then we're going to do these mounts. I know for sure I can do a gusset on this one side. Oh, can you see that? I can for sure do one gusset on this side. I'm not sure here because the way my rack is, I might have to come in at an angle underneath or something, but even though if I just do this, it's probably plenty strong, but we'll try to beef it up as much as a feller can. We ran to the shed. I found some new used e-brake cables. Found some wheel cylinders. I found a random hardware kit, and I think I have brand new brake shoes because I think that says Camaro I wrote on there. Anyways, we should have brake parts. I'm just waiting on Ryder. Ryder's coming out, so he's gonna give me a hand under the hood. I'm gonna get a few things done. He'll probably start doing some wire brushing underneath there, and we're gonna prep it for some paint. Alrighty, got Ryder. He's doing the wire brush duty. We're doing that. I'm probably gonna weld up this stuff down there quick after, and then somebody had sent me this, like this Rust-Oleum rust converter. Sorry, I can't remember your name, and I know you sent me a bunch of stuff, so it's my bad. Anyways, we're gonna give this a try. I just sprayed a little bit on my bench. Looks like it sprays it black, but I don't know. It's supposed to be a converter, so hey, we'll give it a try. We'll spray it on there, and then I think in the tubs what I'm gonna do is just do like a stone shield, like a rubberized. This is paintable, so it should paint, like it's paintable when dry. So it should dry hard. I just want to give it a little textured finish underneath there. That's kind of my plan. Anyways, we're just about done. I think he's got most everything there. We're gonna do a little bit of brushing up in the front, give it a coat of paint. I'm just gonna tape off things I don't want paint on, but I do have to finish mounting up those. So for that, I've been, I cut a couple, I don't even know where they are now. I cut a couple straps of steel. Oh yeah, they're over here. So we're gonna kind of heat, bend, cut, do whatever we gotta do to make that fit onto these mounts. Right where Ryder's sitting. The plan is to set that thing down there, and I don't know if you can see that. Get some light. Okay, that should go fit to the edge of the frame. From there we're going to heat, bang it, and then I'm going to kind of weld everything to everything, and then we'll just have to make the front gussets, to which I think I'm just going to cut some. I feel like I'm just going to go to the other side. I'm just going to cut some simple triangle brackets from with the plasma cable, and then we can burn everything in and give it a coat of paint, and then we can get our motor back in. Kind of the plan, right? So we kind of boogered some plate on top of there. That's going to be fine. I'm going to wait till I lift the car up, then I'm going to go in and actually weld into the backside. I'm going to make some side gussets. So that is the next thing. I kind of loosey-goosey did a, oh, where did I do it? We have a really rough measurement. So it's pretty much just 3 to 3 and it's like a 5 cross. So we're going to take this over, grab a air hose, grab my extension cord, and we're going to go over to the plasma machine and doodle up a couple of these brackets. I know I can do 3, and then I'm going to do one other one, but I might just angle it, so we might make one a little bit smaller. I think that's the plan. Once we get that done, I got a little bit of scraping over there to do, and then I think we can lather some paint on everything in here. Kind of the plan. All right, I'm gonna try this stuff. You've seen, I gotta blow this off one more time, but you've seen me, I don't know, probably a lot happened since I last chit-chatted, but anyways, we cut the brackets, I cut the brackets, kind of doodled them, cut them. What I'm gonna do now is pull away, well, that's as masked as I'm gonna get it. I don't wanna touch the firewall. I'm gonna hit it with this rust converter stuff, though, like I said before, I sprayed it, it goes on black, so I don't know. I'm not sure what the difference in this is and regular rust paint, but we'll hit this on there quick. And well, I guess we're kind of put a coat on, let it dry for tonight, and then we can stab the motor back in tomorrow. It's kind of the plan. Or no, tomorrow we'll redo the brake lines and get the brake stuff in there. That's what we're gonna do, for sure. All right, well, let's get spraying. Well, it's a little late out. Earlier on we got this all painted, we got it undercoated, so I'm pretty happy the way that all looks. I think tomorrow, well, unfortunately tomorrow I had to pick up Esther's car. It's broken, something with the transmission, so I got to do a transmission swap on there. So I might have to put wheels on this thing and roll it out, or we'll do it out in the dirt. I don't know. Maybe I can get Ryder to come give me a hand and we'll try to put that thing together. Anyways, this looks good. I'm happy with it. The mounts are kind of ugly, but you won't see it when the motor's in, so they're fine. They'll do the part. I am definitely not going to paint this motor up because these motors are pretty ugly, and to clean them up doesn't make them, you hardly see any of the paint, so I'm not going to bother. Just is what it is. Oh, hey dog, you got all these burrs on you. How'd you do that? How'd you do that? What were you doing? All these little burrs. Oh well, I guess I'll do that transmission tomorrow, and then we'll try to slap in the last couple bits in this thing, or whatever, kind of assemble it, do the brakes, and then try to slide the motor in. That's what I'm hoping. I don't think I'll get to the back brakes, but I'm hoping to get the master cylinder in, tagged into the dash there properly, and get the motor back hanging into the car here. Alrighty, unfortunately I can't work on that. We got to work on this today, so I got Ryder's help. Transmission went kaput, so doesn't look like it's going to be a terribly crappy job, because look how far that transmission's far. This thing needs a lot of TLC under the hood, so I'm not going to concern myself. I'm almost thinking this winter, once, and you can see a little peek of everything going on. We're getting some concrete and stuff. Anyways, come this winter, I think this thing will get like an LS upgrade. Esther likes driving the doors off of this thing, and this motor's starting to smoke and whatnot. I didn't do the LS swap originally because it didn't really want to fit, and well, I'm just gonna make it work. Anywho, I'm gonna get this thing up on some kind of stands. I don't know that I have any jack stands. I don't want to put them on the dirt, so I think I have some tires, some big tractor rims. I'm gonna stick under the wheels. We'll jack it up, do that, so we can get underneath there. And yeah, I guess we're doing it old school. I'm gonna go pull the transmission in the dirt here. All right. Well, I'm gonna start jacking this up and get her going. looks like that yoke is just hammered into there. Here's our dilemma. Well, I shouldn't say dilemma. Well, yes and no. So this thing's got a 12-inch tail shaft. The best I have are the 9-inch. I'm hoping the drive shaft, because it looked like, I never paid attention to it, but whoever put that motor and trans in there, I guess the yoke is like slammed in there so hard. There's no way it's going to be right. I'm probably going to have to make an intermediate drive shaft, but I don't know where there's any long shaft transmissions besides that. That thing needs to be shortened. It looks like it's aggressively hitting. Although with that said, maybe the hanger bearing moved, but there's not enough give into the transmission anyways. Anyways, I have everything done here. There, Ryder's doing the transmission mount right now. Then we're gonna do the cross brace. Well, we gotta do the torque converter bolts. I did all the bell housing bolts. This transmission is a BOP, Buick Olds Pontiac. I made a plate to be able to bolt it to a small block because this transmission didn't have the dual bolt pattern. So I just took a piece of steel and just drilled it for the opposites of them. And it's been working fine up until now. So anyways, we gotta do torque converter bolts and then pull the tranny. Yeah. Alright, well, we got that thing dragged out. You see the length of that tail shaft. I can't source one. I've been asking a bunch of buddies and stuff. They do not have. So I guess I'm hooped. I'm gonna be building the drive shaft. No big deal. We'll make it work. So anyways, we'll have to get that shifter indent off, but I guess I'll have to put this thing together and slip it in there. At least it'll be easier to get in there. I sent Ryder home to go have some lunch, and then I think I'm gonna just get started with this and see if I can at least muscle this thing onto a jack and get it in place. Ugh, I really don't enjoy this. I really wish I had a hoist. It'd be awesome, eh? Soon. It's humming. Oh well. Anyways, guess I'll just get started. The longer I sit and babble isn't gonna get this happening anytime soon, so. All right. Well, I've lengthened my drive shaft. I'm not going to go into any detail how I did it, other than it involves some angle iron and some tubing that I could slip over. So, yeah, it's not the right way. It's kind of a temporary, permanent thing for right now. I plan on actually like probably swapping it out and putting an LS in it this winter, because that's what I do. But Esther's just enjoying driving the car so much, I feel like that's the thing to do. Anyways, we're gonna get this thing back on the car and put some fluid in it, and hopefully everything works and I can go pick her up. She's at the lake this weekend, so we spent our day, Ryder and I, working on that instead of this. So I don't know. Anyways, gonna slam it together. I'm sure there's been some time lapse. I don't know how much. Our camera, the battery ran dead on it, so we kind of ran out of film in there. But all he did is Ryder put the torque converter bolts in, and then the transmission cross member. I think we got that on film. I don't know. Anyways, torque converter bolts are in. The shifter's in. I think I got to put a cotter pin for the emergency brake, and we got to put this drive shaft back in and grease everything up, and then I don't know, take her for a spin, and hopefully it works. Basically what I did is I basically slid a tube in and we tried to line it. That's what I did here. So hopefully that's straight enough. We're gonna find out on our test run, that's for sure. Reverse works. I don't know anything about the transmission, so that's the problem. Well, I wouldn't say it's a problem, but oh, it's hot. You're not hot? Man. No idea if my speedo's on because of the different transmission. Just make sure it goes through all the gears. That'll be a win. That speed was way different. Better. I think it's way off. And third gear. Win! Right in all the gears. Mission accomplished. So how much fun was that? Alrighty. Well, that's a win. Everything works. Nothing leaks. How do you feel about doing a transmission on the dirt? I didn't enjoy it, but it's done. So I gotta just put all my junk away. Unfortunately, I think that is where we're gonna end this video. This ended up eating up most of our day here, so I kind of ran out of time. So unfortunately on the car, I didn't quite get as far as I wanted. We got a little bit done. We did get her set up under the hood here and stuff, and we got some paint. I didn't actually get to finish my brakes and stuff like that, so I guess that'll have to be the next round. I loosely just put my hoses in, but we'll have to do that. I do have all my brake parts over there, so we'll do a brake job, or maybe tomorrow if you got nothing up, we'll start doing a brake job on this thing. I got to do the rear brakes. The lines run, but we'll have to make new lines on either side, and then yeah, then I guess we could technically like bleed them and do all that jazz, see if they work. It'd be cool. One step. My mind, we still have to weld the diff in, but we'll have to get the motor in. There's still a whole bunch to do, but anyways, as always, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Later.